Okay, and just like that, we're online. Hello. Hello, everyone. Gonna do a little bit of coding. A little bit. Gonna do some clashing. Excuse me. Just to get things warmed up. Looks like it's going to start soon there. Okay. So these are some of the things that I want to do possibly tonight, right now in the morning. Randomize the warp zone look, put Twitch integration into the space trader. Yeah, just to fool around with it, see what we can do. Use circle packing to create asteroid belts and add the ship parts. Space background, yeah, the ship. So where are the ship parts here? Oh, they're right here. Okay, so they're on a separate... And so, do I have the thing? I have the laser. Okay, we gotta get the laser working too. We should put on here, get laser working. Custom color, so we can change the color on it. What do we do in reverse mode? Okay. Oh. I should keep with C++ because the Twitch integration stuff is all C++. Attack. Oh, that's it? Okay. String encounter, get line encounter. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, did I just... Okay, we're going to ChatGPT. How in the... Oh, replace a range with another substring. Replacing a substring with part of another string. Replacing with repeated characters, style string. Oh, so it doesn't really offer you the option. Okay. So we have to find where in the thing we want to replace, and then, okay, this won't work. Let's just see out. Start with that. Friend or foe? Okay, so So if e sub 1 equals r, then it's friend. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to see out. We want to say heal space, and then we want to do e.substring. So the substring would be from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, comma e dot length minus 1, and then we want to go like that. And okay, else cout. What is it? Attack. And if it's faux, then we're going to go 4. Computer, would you take that IntelliSense? Thank you. Length minus 1. Computer, will you take the IntelliSense off the screen? In my way. Sheesh. And John. Okay, I think we got it. Uh-oh. Attack, earth, attack. Oh wait, faux earth, attack fire. Faux, oh, so if, then we have to determine what the next one is. Okay. Else, we have more to do. So it's not this at all. If substring, so if it's faux, we want to know water, fire, or earth, right? So we want to know the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equals W. Then we're going to go like this. Oh, so let's go, okay, cout. Okay, and then here we're going to go cout. If it's water, then we're going to go earth. There. And then we'll end the line there. Okay, then we have to go, yeah. Then we need to do one of these for each one, so boop boop. So water, okay, faux of fire, then we're going to attack water. Water, fire, what's the last one? Earth. And then if it's faux earth, we attack. Faux earth, we attack. Fire? Yeah. Okay, check. Oh no, now we broke it there. Oh. There. Did we get it? Got it. Share code. Okay. Only one person shared? Okay. Earth, fire, water, earth, fire, water. Do, 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 do. Interesting. Dot split. So C++ has no version of split. string split string delimiter. std vector string result is string stream ss str. Oh, okay, so it puts the string in ss. std string token. So that's a new string. Get line ss token delimiter result dot pushback token. Oh, so that must be like, okay, so std get line. Cool. Is the input stream from which to read the line string, the string object where the red line will be stored. So it's an address of, and it returns. Okay. Oh wait. Both overloads. Oh, there's an, okay, so there's, so alright. Input stream from which the line is read. The string object where the red line will be stored. The delimiter character that marks the end of the line to be read instead of reading until a new line character is the line to read until this character is encountered. Here's an example that shows you how you might use both overloads. Okay. Okay, what was that called again? Get line. Standard library function in C++ used to read a line of text from an input stream. It reads characters from the given input stream and stores them in a string until a new line character is encountered or a specified delimiter is found. This one doesn't take a delimiter. This one uses a delimiter. Input stream for which read the line, standard input. Okay. So this one goes till the new line character, and then this one goes till a specific delimiter. Okay, that's cool. Is that in the book that I've got over here? Hold on, just a sec. Okay, it is in that book. That's good to know, though. That's good to know. That's good. Whoops. There. Just checking if you. Okay, so these guys gave up, it looks like. One's still working on it, or completely gave up. We'll know in a second. We'll know in a second. I don't even know what programming language they're working on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Skyrim Atmospheres is, excuse me, it's like a 40-minute long thing. Wow. Nope, 0. Okay, play again. I keep looking at that. Okay, so let's... I could show off this whole demo real quick. It's just some spinning circles. I wanted to use this for the... oh yeah, I wanted to use this for the moons. But not just yet. I'm not ready to change it up just yet. But I don't want to use the slices. We're just going to use the full circles instead of the slices. So let's write this down too, because yeah, this was yesterday, but we can put it down today. It's fine. 238, 152, 142. Okay. New moon look. Fix saving loading the moon since the shader depends on color. Oh yeah, okay. Actually, since it's on my list, we could do some work with the background stars. See, we can do that. Okay. Okay, so one of the first things we could do for this, put Twitch integration into the space trader. We could have let chat users initiate shooting stars in the space background. That'd be cool. That's something that's on my list to do, and it's something that would be cool for chat to do as well. But first, let's stick to something simple and just do this. Did I start another fastest mode and I'm already out 4 minutes? Oops. What? That's weird. Okay, I probably won't do that one, but let's see. This one, circle packing to create the asteroid belts, would be kind of involved. I'd want to start in completely different demo, kind of. Wouldn't I? Shouldn't I? Wouldn't I? No, I guess not. Okay, so let's go to the space background. Background stars 107. Let's save it up here. 108. Like that. So let's go here. And so far we haven't done anything with this, but we shall see what we do. Because I wanted static elements too, which is fairly easy. Ship parts too. But that involves loading a texture. What is this one? Nano sounds from the vapor space. What game is that from? Razor wire nanowires. Okay. Dude's got his picture in the video, or in the on the MP3 or whatever. Okay, shooting stars. The other thing that I wanted to do So I wanted to look at some of these. So let's look at ship, planets, warp zones of the flowers. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Have I even modified this? One new moon look. We were going to go for the new moon look, but that takes the shader, and I don't want to look at that just yet. Okay, that's fine. So we haven't done that. Okay, so This is actually going to be in the init. So, okay, so let's go down to the warp zones, which I believe are the last thing that we load in. Number of warp zones, radius, angle, position, color, okay, GST. 7, that, and 5, and then there's a color. What's the first one here? 4, 64, 1, color, blue. Bum, 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 bum. I think I'm wanting to get a little crazier with the warp zones. I mean, after all, they are portals. So let's do that. So there's the color. I already forgot what these were set at. 4 and 1. So this one's 4. And this one's 1. So that'll just make them all the same. I mean, that's just fine. We're just going to look at it one at a time. And then we can have configurations. Is that 4 and 1? And then it's not. Oh, it was loaded. It was loaded. We need to delete the data file. No, right here. Whoops. We're all messed up. We're all kind of messed up. Where's the data file? 7-Eleven. Random colors. This one looks pretty cool. Those definitely look like warps. That's cool. Okay, so when we do this, when we create the warps, that's going to be one. So we need pairs of. We can do vector 2. So we just go use GLM vector 2. So we'll just call it warp params.
As Zombie Killer will say, time for some coffee.
Whoa, hey, what's up? Hold on, let me turn this down because I barely heard that, dude. What's going on? How you doing? Let me end this one because I wasn't going to do that one. You didn't see that. How you doing, zombie? Launch a private clash. I got Twitch integration working in
Programmer
C++.
Jeff said, link to Codingame.
It was really simple. Let's see, what do we got? Don't forget the NL, huh? Okay. String mode. Oh. Oh. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, 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 bam. So isn't it case or switch M? What? Oh no, stop generating. Computer, I said stop generating. And I gave you a new thing. Oh, it's borked. It's borked. That's always nice when it's borked. Okay, in C++. Son of a bean dip. Now is it gonna no case?
The zombie killer will said, I am confused by this problem.
You are? Switch value case. So why did it give me squigglies? I was starting to do it right, wasn't I? Switch parentheses values. Yeah, okay, so I don't know why it was giving me. Wait, what else do we got? Time. Oh. Weird. Oh, weird. What? Well, let me do the first one. Wait. I didn't look at the others. I just thought it was plus. Negative 35.
The zombie killer will said, now you see why I'm confused LUL.
Ah. Weird. Because I thought that was just addition. But then I didn't actually look at this one. 1, 2, multiply? Oh wait, so what? Well here, let's try this. So what's the case? Case, no, if it's a case, if it's plus, then we want to go whatever and break. We don't need this. So if it's plus, we want to go we want to go int if equals x2 minus x1, and then cout x2 plus d. Why is that giving me an issue? Because that has to be an integer? Oh. So it's only plus and multiplication. So if m equals plus, then we need to do that. Uh-oh, does that not work? Is that better? Okay, if m sub 1 equals the multiplication. So what do we actually do here? Because it's 1 times 2 is 2, times 2 is 4. So do we have to divide that by that? So int d equals x2 divided by x1 like that. X of 2 times d.
The zombie killer will said, good job figuring this out.
Is that it? But does that work in this one? And then what about this one? Because it's 5 times 3. Oh. Negative 3. Oh. Does that work? Uh-oh, nothing. 4. What's test 2? Oh. Whoops. Whoops. Did we get it? Did we get it? 16%. What happened? Oh, eval. Ah. So you could have done eval x2 plus mode plus x2 minus x1, or if the mode was oh, okay. x2 divided by x1. Ah, okay. Cool. That doesn't happen very often where you don't get one, dude. How did that happen? How did that happen? Thank you.
Programmer Jeff said, link to Codingame.
Ah, Rafa. Oh, he might join us. Oh, ay. Bum 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 bum. So what is this one? So
0x29 said, yo.
What's up, 29? What's happening?
X29 said, that's my BOI Jeff.
Dude, we got Twitch integration in C++, not just in the chat overlay.
The zombie killer will said, I should have ran the tests before submitting LUL.
Uh-oh. So string char to find. Oh, it does. So index, so find returns the index. Okay. That's good to know. Is it not an integer though? Oh, I see. Okay. So we want to remember string.find. So cout. Can we do that? So what does that give? 3. So we want to. Is there a way to? Is there a min function? I'm sure there is. std min algorithm header. Minimum value std min ab. Okay. We want the minimum value between that and t dot length minus t dot find parentheses. So 2, 1, oh. This one is actually minus 1. Bingo! Oh, what'd you do? Ah. Did you get it though? What are you doing? What are you doing? Infinite coder? What? Well, thanks for the raid. What's happening? Where's, can I look here? Stream from 2 hours. You were streaming for 2 hours? Follow. Rust code generation from LDTK project. Cool. Well, thanks for the raid. What brings you to the stream? How are you doing? Very cool. Nice to meet you. Hey, there we go. Oh, he's got the ternary operator going. Nice. I is less than t length of I minus 1 or I colon I. T length of I minus 1. Oh, okay. Alright. I didn't, okay, so I've actually never used the min function. I've seen it used on Codingame, but I just think that's cool. So the minimum between those two things. That's cool. Okay, should I do another one? You want to do another one? How we doing? How we doing?
Programmer Jeff said, link to Codingame.
Very cool, zombie. Infinite coder. Hey, cool. I can't follow you because I'm already following the maximum number of people. Otherwise, I would. See, because look, follow. Not follow more than 100 users. Son of a bean dip. I should probably unfollow a few people. I don't know. 3, 2. One. Oh. Oh my gosh. Shoot. My brain's going crazy on that one. You guys, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I have a question for ChatGPT. Oh, thank you. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. It's going on to write an essay. We're gonna just... Okay, so... Oh, static. We don't need static necessarily, but yeah. So let's just go like that, and then go like that. There. Okay, so the first one is this 4 and 1. Okay. And random color. Okay, we don't know what these other ones are going to be yet, so let's comment those out. So we're just going to do that. Let's go back to my video here. So we're going to do 4 and 5. Okay, that's fine. 4 and 5. See what that does. So I'm working on a space trader game that starts out in a 2D world like this. Those look cool. Those look cool. Is that not what the other ones look like? I think it looked pretty similar. Nice. Those look really cool. I like the scaled up, the bigger versions of stuff. That's really cool. Okay, so we're going with that. 4 and 5. Let's just uncomment this. Comma. Okay, so far so good. Those look really cool. Okay, the next one is 4 and 1. I should just set them all to the... yeah. Oh, wait, it's loading each one. So I don't even know what the 4 and 5 looks like, because it's loading. Alright. I should turn off the loading for this. Hold on. While we test this stuff. Hold on. That's why I have this up here. Let's just go here. False. Boop. Boop bop beep. Beep bop boop. Okay. Oh, those look cool. Yeah. So what are some of the options here? And why don't I just randomize the whole thing? So what is this? Grid size type. Oh yeah, 4. And what did I use? 4 and 1 and 5, just back and forth, and that's it, in different colors. And that was it. What did I actually do? Let's mute it. Because where's the point where I'm displaying all the... Yeah, see those right there. What's the first one? Oh, they're all like that. That's why. Four, 5, 6, 5. Okay, wait. So 4, this is just the grid, right? Hold on, let's go look at the shader. Do class inits. The shader, spaceship, solar, planets. Okay, so right here. Space planets 121 FS. Right. I knew that. I knew that. Are you guys doing amazing stuff here in Clash of Code? Whale, you got it, dude. That's cool. I think I've seen this challenge before and I didn't do it before. Because this is well, it's crazy. It's crazy. We'll wait for Infinite Coder to give it a try. We can delete the DAT file here. And so here's the shaders. So what we're going to look at is
The zombie killer will said, I think you can solve this.
It's true, but I'm not wanting to put my effort into it. Isn't that bad? It's bad. I know it's bad. So I should put a channel point redeem where there's something that'll happen where I get scalded or something.
The zombie killer will said, LUL.
I should have a channel point redeem where I get scalded. Okay, so this one, grid type X, hash function for coloring. Grid type X, petal factors. It does go into there. I may actually switch to the other function that I was using here. Let's just try a few things. Planets here. So let's create like 12 of these guys. Is that okay? Pretty sure that's okay, right? It's fine. Okay, and then we'll just go. So this 1 through 5, we can just specify a bunch of them. First of all, let's see what 12 of them looks like with 4 and 1. Let's just see. We're doing warp zone studies right now. Okay. Those look really cool. Okay. Four and 1. Yeah. Let's go up to 4 and 2. Because maybe we can just make that a random 1 through 5. Not a lot of difference. Okay, so let's do this a different way. Eventually we'll have the angle be random, but for testing purposes, we want the angle to be I times, how many of them are there? 12, so 6.28 divided by 12, that's roughly 0.5. That'll work. That way we'll know. So if there's going to be 12 of them, let's see if there's a difference if we just put what am I doing? Let's just put I right there. But we'll actually go I plus 1. So that, yeah, and then this, let's make them all 1. Let's just see. We'll see what makes a difference. Okay. These all look really cool. Okay, so there's like 0, this is like 12. So it controls like the grid there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one looks like got a haircut. Must be the outer color or something. Is there a darker outer color on that? Like if I fly through here, no, it's actually, there's no color. Interesting. Let's go up higher. Let's go more. Oh, those look really cool. Okay, so we want the warps to just be, and okay, it's because they're larger scaled as well, is why they look cool. So let's make the thing right here, let's make it random. And let's go up to 48 plus 1.0. And then we won't need these warp params that I was going to put in. So let's do that. And then 1 is good, but let's see what that looks like first, because I want to see. Cool. Some of them look really detailed. I like how they're random. That's cool. Random color, random. Okay. Oh, look at that one. That one's probably close to 48. Nice. Okay. So that's really good. What about 2? What is 2? Does it change it very much? It used to, but I don't think it does anymore. 2 looks good. Not. I don't really notice if there's much different. Okay. Let's look at each. Let's go like this. GL float imod 5. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of looking at my stuff here. Oh, we got it. Cool. I gotta see what you guys did. Using C, not even C++. Dude, you're crazy. Crazy. Scan F. I haven't seen that in a while. Nice. Define max. Made his own macro for max. That's cool. Dude, cool. Nice. That is nice. See, if he doesn't speak English, I'll just go like this.
Programmer Jeff said, laughing face, surprised face.
Okay, whoops, so here we are. So float. Is that alright? So that will show us each of the 5. Oh wait, do we want to go 5? Or, because it's going to plus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll go to 5, okay. Nice. That seems to work pretty good. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 0, 1. So the grid really affects it more than the other option. I don't even know if that really affects it, but yeah, that's cool. So GL float, we can do that. And instead of this, we can just go random. Like that. So I think that's good now. Now we can have 12 warps. Pardon me. Pardon me. Wait, what just happened? What just happened? Where's the... Oh, here's the unit data. Number of warp zones. We're not going to go with random just yet. Oh, we'll keep that in there. Oh. Yeah, I like the random color, so we're keeping that. I like the random color. Oh, the angle. Right, right. Make that random. Did I not compile this? 152, right? Okay. But how come I'm still getting the same 12? What's going on? Delete. Start over. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the warp zones are close to the sun. Eventually we're going to put those on the outer edge of the atmosphere. There we go. So I also have these voxel worlds. To show those off real quick. Whoop. And I recently updated the slider so it looks really cool. This is what I wanted the slider to do before. See, it just kind of... Isn't that crazy? I need to make a little GIF. Yeah, see, this is crazy. Let's look at this one. Oh, look how simple that... That's an applause right there. That's crazy. That's how simple. That's crazy. Very nice. Okay, so we did this. That's pretty good. What do we got? Class planets 152. What was the other one? I was wanting to change the look of the moons. What are the... So the moons right now... Grid size type uses 10. Oh, that's what 10 is. What was the other? Crystals, planet, flowers, or swirls? Oh, okay. Alright. So we can change that pretty easily. What else uses the flowers? Oh, okay, so what's the moons look like? They're just small, though. The moons are just small. There's small versions of the warps that don't have the center taken out. But they look trippy. Wonder if the other ones would look better. Let's do that right now. Where's the, oh, right here. First PT2FS. I'm gonna steal my own previous code. So from here, so this isn't actually a function. This is all main that does this. Multiplier, UV, rotation, this is all in here. I don't think we use, yeah, because it uses the time there. So we can take out the rotation. And then we need the circle function. So we just need in color in FRRT, which is rings equals red. D equals G divided by red. And then B is just some parameter to the circle. It's the 1, 2, third parameter to the circle. U, V, TH, which is in here. Smooth step. Oh, it's the length of the radius. Cool. I should probably remember that and leave comments. Okay, so if I want to do that, I want to do this here. And we could just change the... Okay. I don't understand why I'm... Oh, thickness. Oh, it's right there. Okay, perfect. Let's take that with us. So let's copy this circle. And since we're going to upgrade this so much, we're going to probably break it. Let's go to 2. Can we do that? Okay, good. Space planets 122. Circle. Okay, so else discard. And then we'll just change it down here. So we want to make this a function. So rings, radius, thickness, main. Okay, let's copy this. And then we'll delete as we see fit. Color down there. Okay. We're going to make a function. Hold on. Okay, color equals vector 3, vector 4, color. Okay, so let's return a vector 4. And let's call this new moon. And I don't think we need the parameters. Yeah, we do. Wait, we need multiplier, fractional, the time, times 0.5. I don't think we're going to use the multiplier. We're not going to use the rotation. And we're just going to start with that. And the color, rings. Okay. So rings can be the grid. So when I send that in, that can be so the grid type X can be the first value here. Frag color equals vector 4. No, we're just gonna call the function new moon. And then the first parameter is gonna be the grid type dot X. That'll be the and then grid type Y is oh, okay. So where do we get the green and blue? Which is, the green is the radius, and the B is the thickness. Let's just hard code those in for the moment. So when we receive this, we'll just go, it's a float, and we're just gonna call it float rings. I don't know. We already have a variable rings. Let's call it let's call it NR, number of rings. Okay. Or let's call it num rings, like that, so I'll remember. Okay, so we want to point coord this, and we'll go like this. Rings equals that. Okay. Actually, because we're using the FRRTR as rings, and then we're also using it again, and we're using the rings. So let's just go. I don't think we need either of those. Let's go float D equals G is the radius. What was G in the other one? RRT. So the R ranged from 4 to 20. Actually, let's just copy this for a second. Okay, that's cool. So this R ranged from 4 to 20, right? Okay. Oh wait, I don't want to be in there doing that. Okay. I want to be in here doing that. Woohoo! Oops. There we go. That was close. I almost ruined my initial thing. The source. Okay, so D equals. So rings is going to come in. Number of rings is going to go from 4 to 20. So when I initialize these, the moons back here, the grid should go from 4 to 20 instead of 0 to 68. So let's go 16 plus 4. So then it's got the size, and then the type is 10. Okay, that's all we've got. Then the other one is the color right there. So we actually need... No, we can just hard code. So we're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. New moon grid type dot x. So that'll return a vector 4 as soon as we get this fixed here. Okay, so D equals what was that again? Radius. So what was the radius from the first one? The radius 0.5? That's it? So D equals 0.5 divided by num rings. Pardon me. So rings there, float that. Okay, then we got this. Float 4, float I equals 0. I is less than num rings. I plus plus. Believe it or not, this works. This is GLSL. I would just copy and paste this, but I need to actually think about this. So if I equals number of rings minus 1, then the color plus equals circle. You send in the UV. You send in the G, which is what, 0.5 minus I times D. Comma B, which is the thickness. So what was the initial thickness of those? B. Oh, 0.02 to 0.05. Okay. That's fine. Let's just go 0.05. Comma F color. That would be our color, right? Wait, what's the color in this one? Our color. So why didn't it do IntelliSense? Don't know. Okay, circle, the other variable we need for circle is false. What does that do? Boolean fill. If fill, return that, else return that. Oh, okay. So that replaces that line right there, and then we need the else. If mod I2 equals 0, color plus equals circle. Okay, so we need to redo that. So if mod I comma 2 equals 0, color plus equals circle UV comma 0.5 minus I times D. Why does it do that same thing? Okay. B, which is 0.05 F color, which is our color, times 0.5 F, comma false. Okay. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay. Else color plus equals. It's a good thing I'm typing this out because it actually kind of walks me through 0.5 minus I times D, comma 0.05 F, comma our color, comma false. Do we ever use true? Why do we always send false? Okay, so that takes care of that part of that loop. Okay. So then right below that loop, now we can delete this loop. Hopefully we get this right, don't have to come back. So then right here, if color equals vector 3, 0, then we just discard. Oops. Otherwise, color equals vector 4, color, comma 1. But in this case, what we're going to do is return the vector 4.
0x29 said, did you sleep already?
It's 5:30. I woke up about, when did I wake up? About 3:30 in the afternoon? 4:30? 4? I don't remember. 2:30? Oh no, I remember now. I woke up early. It was 1:30 because my neighbor
0x29 said, damn.
But yeah, my neighbor was pounding on their door jamb, woke me up at 1:30. So I kind of woke up and then I kind of laid back down, but I got up out of bed around 3:30, I think. And then I started with coffee and all that stuff. Let's see. So I'll probably go to bed maybe around 7 something, I think. Or later. I'm not really worried about sleep. Because I can always nap. And tomorrow's Monday, so I'm not really doing anything.
0x29 said, LUL.
So I think that went pretty well. Let's see how that works. Float D equals that. UV, our color. I think I converted everything. I think that works. And then we actually call it down here. Alright, let's see how that works. Oh, because it's loaded. Wait. Space Planets 122. Now, did I change that in to class inits? I did not. That's why I didn't see a change. Oh, wait, there was errors. Undefined variable our color. Oh, in line 215. It's just not. The C is not capitalized. Where are we at? Right here. Oops. Was that all? I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Ah, it worked. Cool. But they're not they're not full. It's not the circle I was looking for. It's not the droids I was looking for. Let's go back to my channel here. It's gonna be down here a ways. Wait, what was this one? See, this is where I did the asteroids. Long time ago. Well, 10 months ago. All right. This one was kind of cool. Okay, we're getting close, but I think it was still back a ways here. Because that was... Oh, and this one, I forgot about that. That's cool. Super shapes. Okay, where's the circles? Here we go. It was this one, so what did I do?
Whatsup said, "We're sorry. You can't access this item because it is in violation of our service LUL."
What? What?
0x29 said, "Hey at Whatsup.
You've been reading too much, what's up? You've been reading too
Whatsup
much.
said, at 0x290/.
The moons,
Whatsup said, the second link.
the moons look weird. What? Huh? The second link? What link? Where? Oh, the Space Trader demo? Yeah, I put it on there, and it's in because I've got the ImGUI.
Whatsup said,
Yeah.
Google link dead.
No, what happened is I put the ImGUI in that particular demo, and it interprets, the virus scanner interprets it as a virus. So it shows the link is there, but it says that it's a virus infected thing. So the Google scan got me on that one. So unfortunately I'm unable to share that, which sucks, but not sure how to get around that. Okay, so this works, but what I really want is that other one. Sorry about that, by the way. So what's this one? Moon step 4? But where's the...
Whatsup said, nah, no worry.
Okay, so this one does actually draw... See, this is what I want for the moons. So the thing with these is... So what about first PT 2FS? What about 1? Oh, this was the first iteration of it. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Yep, it was. This was the first iteration of it that I was using. Okay. Oh, I was like, was I watching his video back then? Okay, so... Although that's really cool. So here's the first one. This one's the second one. So circle has changed, yeah, and it's just down here, and then I put in some extra stuff. So Q... Oh, that's why, too. Oops. So right here. 0, number of rings. Okay, let me blow these up for the moment. Let's make them bigger. Temp M size. Oh, so let's just go to there. I just want to see what the moons look like blown up real quick. Oh, and it's not, I keep doing this to myself. So let's delete the DAT file. Okay. Blown. 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 There we go. Okay, so I just need to take out the code that takes that eliminates the what's in here? Number of rings. Number of rings. I equals number of rings minus 1 circle. So it's actually in circle. A equals A10 plus that B, Q right there. Q plus 0.5. So if A is greater than Q or less than Q plus 0.2. Okay, so back here, that does it. And then this one, circle, doesn't do it. So I just need to change circle. And just this part right here is all I need. So let's take this from 1. Let's go into here. Let's call this circle 2. So UVRTHCCOL fill. It's all the same. Oh. Go like that. So then this one though, C color. Where does it get C color? Oh, that's that variable right there. Right. Okay, so that'll work. Fill RTH. Do I need to do anything? I don't think I need to do anything. Just switch it to a circle 2. Hold on. Hold on a second. New moon. Oh. So instead of circle, oh, that's what that is. Okay, so let's just switch it. Alright. Circle 2, circle 2, circle 2. Save it. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's put them back to regular size. Where's the size? Blah, blah, blah. Let's go to a planet here. I guess those are cool. They have kind of little... They don't look moony. They don't look moony. I want my moons to look moony. The little flowers were just little things, I guess. What else have I got? Oh, what about these ones? It's just a solid dot, and then we could have a color and just have a random shades of that color. You know, another thing we could do for the moons instead of that, because we have here, show me this, because we have, where's the planets? Where's the one? Here it is. So these are all the textures we're using. For the moons, why don't we just choose one and then give it like random color, like this one. That looks moony. It's got the built-in shade though. It's got the... It is smaller than the planets. Size doesn't matter. I just wanted something different for the moons than the texture, but I guess we could use the texture. We can always find something later. So the mini-map, planet from texture 8. Create the moon. So then it's just going to be just like the planets here. GST. But instead of looking like all the other planets, why don't we just choose like this one or maybe this one? Because that one looks cool. Let's only choose like this one or like one of these. How about this one or this one? This one would be good to like multiply with a color, and it'll take any color. What number is that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 by 9 is 63. So this one's 62, 61, 60, 59. So what if we do 59 for the texture? So the moons, let's just go 59 for the texture. And then what was it, 8 for the thing? 8 for the type? Yeah. So, and then color. Okay, and then we have a color, and then let's go into, but if it's a moon, what we want to do is, let's go 8.5. So that when we go into the shader, if grid type Y, floor of grid type Y equals 8. And then temp text equals texture. Okay, then go here. Go if grid type dot Y equals 8.5. Then we go temp text times our color times equals our color. I think that'll work. So grid type Y is 10. We're not even going to use that. Okay, let's see what that does. So that's random colors though. Oh, there's a mistake. Implicit cast from Victor 4 to 3, error 264. Hold on. Where are we at? 264. Oh, temp text. It's a vector 4. Oh. Oh, then we need to put this before that. So we'll discard first, and then if it's still good, then we'll just do that. Is that better? Okay. Let's go to a planet. Oh, those look cool. Okay, that works. That works for me. Yeah, those look cool. Alright. Okay, well it's not as cool as doing a shader for them, but look at that one, you can barely see it. Okay, so that is kind of cool. They do all kind of, if you look at it, you can tell that they all face the same way. So we don't need that new moon thing, or the circle, that's fine, or circle 2. Okay, that's cool. Little close orbit. Not going to worry about that for now, but eventually I could do like a spawn the moons and make sure that they're a certain distance away from each other, or respawn it, kind of thing. Yeah, those look good. They kind of look like really small planets, but I guess that's what moons are. So. Okay. Oh, I didn't do anything there. So here, let's make sure I didn't break anything. Okay, so what else did I do? Added new moon shader function, took it out, and deleted it. So, we did not change the background stars. Okay, I think we're pretty good as far as writing everything down. Okay. Alright, well thanks everybody for watching, appreciate everybody tuning in. It has been almost 2 hours, so I am going to stop streaming. If I happen to find motivation or
0x29 said, see you.
Hey 29, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna go watch Thor, he's playing Baldur's Gate. I would raid, but I'm not gonna raid. But thanks again, I'll see you next time.